Saludos, compadres. You know, I was watching a couple old farmers talking to each other the other day, and this one man was telling the other about his dream. It seems that he and his dog were walking down a road when it suddenly occurred to him that he was dead. He remembered dying, and that the dog walking beside him had been dead for a lot longer, several years in fact. But after a while, him and the dog came to a high, beautiful, white stone marble wall, and it looked really great, and he thought, gee, this is pretty, wonder what's up at the top of this hill. And he followed that fence clear up there, and he saw at the top there was a real tall arch that just glowed in the sunlight with a magnificent gate in the arch, and that gate looked like it was made out of mother of pearl, and the walkway that led to the gate was pure gold. And he and the dog just walked right up to that gate, and when he got right up there, he saw that there was a man sitting there on the side of it at a desk. And he says to this man, he says, "What is this place?" And the man answered, "This is heaven, my friend, heaven." And then the man asked, "Do you have any water here in heaven?" "Sure, come on in, and I'll have some ice water brought right up." And then the man gestures to the gate, and it starts to open, and then the boy starts walking over there, and the guy says, "Wait a minute, you can't bring your dog in here. We don't accept pets." With that, the man looked at his dog, and he figured that they had been apart long enough, and he wasn't going to part with him again, so he just turned back toward the road, and he continued walking the way he'd been going all along. Well, sir, after another long walk, and at the top of another long hill, he came to a dirt road leading through a farm gate. It looked like it had never been closed, and there weren't no fence around it or anything. It was typical out here, you know. But for heaven or in that area, you wouldn't expect that. But as he got closer to the gate, he saw there was a man just against a tree and reading a book. So he yells out to him and says, "Hey, do you have any water?" And the guy says, "Sure, there's a pump over there. Come on in and help yourself." The guy's a little leery now, and he says, "How about my friend here?" And he's pointing to his dog, and the tree leaner says, "Sure, well, there was a bowl by the pump. Help yourself." So they go through the gate, and he pumps the handle into a pitcher type of thing, or a dipper, we call them, and the bowl was right beside it, so he fills the bowl, and he takes a good long drink himself, and the dog is just lapping up that water out of the bowl, and when they were full and satisfied, he and that dog walks back over toward the man who's standing by the tree, and he says, "What do you call this place?" "Well," the guy says, "This is heaven." He said, "Well, I don't know how that could be." He said, "The guy down the road said that was heaven, and it was a lot fancier." Oh, he said, "Yeah, that's right. I know the place with the golden street, the pearly gates." "No, I'm sorry, friend, that's hell." And the man is shook up. He said, "Well, that kind of makes me mad. Don't that make you mad for them to use your name like that?" And the guy, the tree leaner, said, "No, we're just happy that they screen out the folks who would leave their best friends behind." Well, there's a lesson there for all of us, and you think about it and you figure it out for yourself. Until then, compadre, I'll see you next week. Adios.